Good morning, navigators. Guess what today is? It's cruise day.
It is?
It is. So we're about to board Norwegian Cruise Line, the Encore. Very excited to take you along because we are actually going to get a Haven suite. So I'm very, very, very excited. Not something we would normally do, but we're treating ourselves. We've all been through a few rough years, and we thought, what better way to return back to cruising than going all out.
Yeah, so we've had this cruise booked for now over a year. And again, we went with the Haven. We got a good deal on it, for as good a deal as you can get on the Haven suite. But we're going over very early, probably earlier than we would typically go to the cruise port, because with the Haven, there is a seating area and they serve breakfast, and we have to get COVID tested. So we just wanted to get it over and done with because
we just want to start our vacation.
Yeah, and because if we test positive, I guess we're gonna have to go do something else. Though I guess we tested positive, we're supposed to go home and quarantine. We have to go home. So anyways, we're gonna show you around. We probably won't do a lot of filming getting into the cruise port until we get settled there, because it tends to be, if you've been on a cruise before, you know what I'm talking about. It's like hectic at best.
Yeah, people are grabbing your suitcases. You're like, you just want to make sure everything goes as planned. So I agree. I think we just wait until we're settled, and then we'll show you the Haven Lounge and our boarding today, and hopefully maybe a room tour. So
yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Later, navigators. So we are in line now to get COVID tested. So you're gonna find out in a few minutes whether we're getting on this cruise ship or not. It's a little hectic. We said it wasn't hectic for a moment, but then it got real hectic real quick. So again, come here at your check-in time, give yourself plenty of time. But our bags are dropped off, and now we are just waiting in this nice long line to get tested. So hang soon, we'll find out.
All right, navigator. So we have dropped off our suitcases. We've now gone through the COVID testing, and now we sit and wait. So roughly about 20 minutes, and then they're going to display the numbers that they've given us on our cards that correspond with our test results up onto the screen in front of us. So we're just kind of sitting in a waiting area. Once we get our results, we raise our hands, and then they're going to tell us, I guess, whether we're getting on the ship or not.
Find out. 15 minutes. We're not going to make you wait the whole 15 minutes, so we'll see you in a few. Bar.
So we're at the Haven Lounge, and it's very, very good. So I'm enjoying, I've half eaten already, but a little croissant filled with almond paste and almond slices on top, and some fresh fruit, coffee. It's so nice and quiet up here, but so far so good. The food, if this is any indication what the food on the ship's going to be like in the Haven Lounge area, I'm excited.
Yeah, and I just had a couple open-faced sandwiches. I had a prosciutto, I think it was on rye, and then salmon on a tostini. It's really nice. I'm going to take you around in a second and just kind of show you the waiting area here, but so definitely a good place to decompress after the morning. Was a little hectic. The testing was fine. The testing was like a machine, and then after that you get ushered into your own separate kind of line to get your stuff checked. But then we had a little bit of an issue. We brought some tools along for Colleen's chair, because when we were in Orlando, we talked about this in one of our last videos. You can check that out. One of her casters actually became loose, and I had to track down a maintenance person and borrow their Allen wrenches. So I said, well, rather than do that, I'm going to travel with tools now. But clearly that was an issue for security, but they cleared everything. It's all good. And now we're just getting ready to get on board. So we're gonna chill out, and I'm gonna shoot some video here and showing the waiting area. So this is one of the most beautiful terminals or buildings anywhere. The building itself is a work of art. And you can see here, so down here is the waiting area. So if you're not in the Haven, you can wait down here, but it's very nice. Again, there's a lot of space, everything's spaced out. I'm sure if you've gone on a cruise before, you've been in places like either with like, I don't know, chairs lined right up next to each other. But this has been very orderly. Obviously the arrival time process is working well because you don't have a ton of people. It's only about 10 o'clock, so might be able to board in an hour or so, but we'll see. So anyways, we're gonna use the GoPro when we get on board. I'm gonna get back to Colleen, and yeah, but just a beautiful terminal here. So really, Norwegian's done a really nice job.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts.
Show it. Hello. You okay there?
Yeah. Oh,
Do you want to tell folks what just transpired?
so it's some of the challenges of being in a wheelchair and traveling. Like, you can plan and plan and plan, and you can like email and speak to people and think you've got everything ironed out, and then you just have to be prepared for the unknown. So I had emailed Norwegian ahead of time, specifically about the Encore attached to the reservation for our cruise, and asked them how high the bed was from the top of the mattress to the floor. They responded 24 inches. So we just got into our room. It's beautiful, but it was way too high, and I tried transferring and I absolutely just couldn't do it. So they were very responsive though. We went down to the Haven Concierge, and they called in like multiple supervisors to see like what our options are. And there's actually a pillow top. There was another pillow top that was basically like just foam attached, which raised it up probably another, I don't know, 3 inches or so. But again, it was so mushy, like my hand was sinking in. I just couldn't, it was just too thick. So we actually, we had them unzip the pillow top, remove it, and I was able to transfer. So I think it's gonna work. But another weird feature is they put a massive column next to the bed. And so I typically transfer from this side of the bed, but normally when you book an accessible room, it's ambulatory or accessibility on either side of the bed. And if I show you, if I back up into it, like this is as far back as I can go. And so this is it's a little concerning trying to transfer on the corner. So I'm gonna transfer at the end of the bed. I did a dry run when they were here before, you know, everyone left. They were talking about maybe bringing in a different mattress, but at the end of the day, removing the pillow top and I think transferring at the end of the bed, it will work. I did it on my own, so
yeah,
I think crisis averted.
Crisis averted. And the other thing is to note, like the side tables are built in, right? So even if you wanted to take out both side tables and shift the bed over, like that's not an option. So those things are cemented in there unless they unscrew somehow. So again, the room's beautiful, but it's those aesthetic choices over sometimes just like utilitarian. Like, you know, if you're designing a room for people in wheelchair, you have to think utility first, design second, right? When you put design first before utility, like you run into these issues. So again, we'll give this feedback to Norwegian. We hope that they'll take it to heart. And again, we know it's not like people are doing it to be spiteful or evil. It's just that
people just don't think of those things. And I think they physically saw me trying to transfer, and I think they probably realized like bed height does matter. So hopefully we can make a small change, because I think there is even an opportunity to lower it more. The mattress itself is actually sitting on a frame that has it's like a wired frame here.
Yeah.
Essentially, they could probably drop that wire frame down, or just get like a different base to drop it down. But there was no way to like
lower
unscrew
it.
the legs.
Yeah, I was like playing around with
things.
screwing the legs. Like it literally just needs like to go down about 6 inches. And it would be fine without the mattress. Then you could have people have the option, right? So you could add the mattress topper on, you could take it back off, you could just have a lower frame. And that's probably the simplest solution, is the legs on there, they screw on and off, so they could probably just be unscrewed and, you know, being taken care of. So we're a little flustered. We're gonna watch the safety video. We're gonna go have lunch, and we're gonna have a martini. So anything else you wanna add?
No, I think we're good. We'll do a full room tour later. Everything else looks fine. Looks very nice. I shouldn't be, you know, I'm very grateful. Like, this is a beautiful room. We have tons of space. But we will give you a full room tour later when we're a bit less frazzled.
We're chilled out.
Settled.
Chilled out. All right, later, navigators.
All right, so we're actually going to start that room tour right now. So we stayed in the Haven Accessible Suite. It's category HE, room 17124. And as you can see, this is a beautiful room. Outside of that bed that's a little too high, this room was just awesome. You have a separate sitting area, a separate dining area, plenty of room to stretch out. The TV does pivot there, so if you're sitting in the sitting area and you want to move the TV that direction, you can do that. Through those curtains there in the sitting area, it does look out onto the ocean, really nice. Of course, we just had them closed for the room tour. Fresh flowers in your suite, canapes every single day. One of the best parts of the suite, I thought, was this little station here. You have an espresso coffee maker, real glasses and cups and stemware, just everything you need for an in-room dining experience. Also, plenty of closet space. Again, you have this pull-down rack here, so you can get to your hanging items if you're in a wheelchair. Also, plenty of cabinets to tuck away things, some complimentary slippers there, and again, more shelving on both sides of the entryway. One of the weird things about this room wasn't a lot of drawer space, so you really just had to fold things or hang them really nicely. And next we're going to move on to the bathroom here. Again, you do have that bench that folds down, the built-in shower bench. It would have worked, but again, Colleen and I brought her bench. She just prefers it. Toilet worked perfectly well for Colleen, except for that bar in the back. It tends just to make it hard to stay on the toilet there, but no real issues. Plenty of counter space in this room. You can see here, shelves to put all of your toiletries. Full tub, again, with grab bars, so if you do want to take a soak, you can. And afterwards, you can hop out and put on one of these nice Haven robes. They are not complimentary, though. I mean, they're complimentary while you're there, but don't take them with you. You will get a charge on your room. And again, just one more view of the bathroom here, so you can make sure it works for your accessibility needs. Again, this is the room tour of room 17124. And now we're going to get back to the rest of our day.
right, we are waiting for sail away. Colleen is too tired to vlog right now, so you just get me instead. But anyways, we had lunch in the Haven restaurant. Could have eaten in the All-American Diner, but considering we're from America, that seemed like, I mean, I can get a burger anywhere, like literally anywhere. Lunch was really good, though. It's light. I think, Colleen, what did you have?
Chicken Melodies.
She has chicken Milanese. I had the salmon. It's very light. We were good. Did not have dessert, so we're gonna try to be somewhat good on this vacation. But right now we are in the I don't know what this is called, like the Forward Lounge.
Haven Observatory.
Yeah, I feel like Haven Observatory, and we're just waiting for sail away. And then after this, we're gonna rest up a bit, and then we're gonna go have dinner at the Haven restaurant again. It's gonna be a recurring theme. We're gonna check out the ship a little bit. Not a ship tour today, but just kind of check things out. So, anyways, just finding our way around the ship. It's been fun. See you in a bit.
Snackies.
Snackies. You want a snacky?
No, fine. You enjoy.
I'm gonna have a snacky.
Got to know you before you faded away. I got to know you, got to love you. Just keep walking down to separate ways. I can show you, escaping your pain now. You break down, you're drained now. Your heart pounds, your lips move, your eyes shine. You lose it all.
So hello, everyone.
Hi, navigators. So it is the end of embarkation day, and tell you, no matter if you come over to like the port area like a day or two ahead of time, it's still just chaotic and tiring.
yes.
So I think we had a nice afternoon, a nice sail away, and now we're getting ready. We're gonna go have some dinner in the Haven.
Yep. So Haven restaurant's open from 5:30 to 10 o'clock at night. Is that what I said? 10
Yes.
o'clock, which is it's pretty late to have dinner, but really nice sit down dinner. So we're gonna go upstairs. We got sort of dressed up this evening. I think we look
Yeah.
pretty good, and might shoot a little bit at dinner, and then we're gonna go for a little walk around the boat tonight. The ship. Sorry, don't call it a boat. The ship tonight. So stay in there. But anyways, yeah, we came back after sail away and just chilled out in the room and rested for a little bit. So not feeling that much more rested, but oh well. Maybe we'll get our second wind at some point.
Tomorrow's another day. We'll get a good night's sleep and we'll be refreshed in the morning.
Yep. So later, navigators.